Planet of the Apes is an iconic franchise that's been around since 1968, and even today it keeps getting reboots and pulling in box office numbers. Somehow it's still on hype after all these years. After the conclusion of Caesar's trilogy, Kingdom has breathed new life into the series set decades later. The most recent movie pulled in nearly $400 million globally. It's not exactly something breaking for such a franchise, but pretty enough for the studios to greenlight more sequels. Director Wes Ball has been open about his plans for a new trilogy, saying Kingdom is just the beginning. This means Fox will need to buy into his vision and approve 2 more films to complete his trilogy. Recently, Wes confirmed to The Direct that he's excited to continue developing the character of Noah, openly stating we've only seen the start of his journey and hinting at where he might go next. He also shared his excitement that audiences connected with the new characters. Director specifically pointed to the final scene of Kingdom, where Noah gazes up at the stars. According to him, this moment marks the beginning of a new chapter in Noah's life, one that will be explored in potential next movies. He added that a lot went into writing the ending, and they spent significant time discussing it with the studio. However, the producers have remained silent on any potential Ape sequels. It's noted that once the beginning, middle, and end of the trilogy are fully mapped out, the team can start planning production and set a start date. Right now, Wes Ball's main challenge seems to be convincing the studio bosses to buy into his vision for the entire trilogy. He also described the ending of Kingdom as the start of the next chapter, where Noah and May's evolving relationship will take center stage. But there's one thing that has fans a little confused. Wes Ball is currently tied up with a completely different franchise, a live-action movie based on The Legend of Zelda. Considering massive projects like this don't come together overnight, it seems the next Apes movie won't hit theaters until Zelda is wrapped. Or more likely, the studios might find a new director to take the helm. After all, the plot setup is already in place, and producers don't like to wait around. The most logical next step for Planet of the Apes 5 would be exploring a 3-way conflict between humans, the Eagle Clan, and Caesar's kingdom. After the defeat of Proximus, it's likely a new ruler will rise to confront Noah, who has now taken leadership of the clan. Or given the way Proximus died, falling to his watery death, can we really be sure he's gone? Without a body, anything's possible, and he would definitely want revenge for obliterating his clan. Meanwhile, the truce between May and Noah seems fragile, especially since May's true intentions are still hidden from the apes. There's also potential for major revelations in the 5th installment. Kingdom harkens back to the roots of the original Apes films, flipping the power dynamic from the reboot trilogy. Now, it's the primates who rule the world, while the humans are powerless and scrambling to survive. May appears to be a key figure among these intelligent humans who are trying to restore the satellites and reconnect with other survivors. This sets the stage for a darker, more complex struggle where no one's motivations are clear and trust is in short supply. Another interesting question is whether we'll see Noah's character continue to evolve as a leader, or if there's a bigger power struggle brewing beneath the surface. With May's loyalty still somewhat mysterious and Noah just stepping into leadership, there's plenty of room for plot twists. Plus, the unresolved storyline of Proximus, who could return from his supposed death, could provide the perfect catalyst for a major conflict in the 5th movie. One thing's clear, the Apes franchise isn't slowing down anytime soon, even if some fans might feel it's treading into overkill territory. Whether audiences are ready to jump back into the chaos or not, it's safe to say we're in for more Planet of the Apes, but until Fox and Disney make it official, all we can do is speculate. Still, given producers' love of franchises, especially ones with a loyal fan base and box office potential, it's hard to believe they'll pass on another round of Apes madness. As you can see, there's no shortage of ideas for where the story could go next. The potential is practically endless. Even Rick Jaffa and Amanda Silver, the writer-producer duo behind the rebooted Apes franchise, revealed in an interview with THR that their ultimate plan is to churn out 5 more sequels. When they first conceived the idea for the new Apes series back in 2011, they had a massive 9-film vision. It's wild to think they've managed to stick to such an ambitious plan with 4 films already released and performing well enough to justify continuing. But let's not get too far ahead of ourselves. Right now, we're still waiting on any official details from the studios. The Planet of the Apes 5 doesn't even have a director attached or a formal greenlight, which leaves the future of the franchise somewhat in limbo. That being said, in Hollywood, things can change fast. A script could get fast-tracked, and a new director could be announced within a matter of weeks or months. Given the consistent box office performance and fan interest, it's hard to imagine the studio just letting the Ape franchise fade into the background. Stay tuned.